Hi guys, welcome back to Tarot in the Park. My name is Louise, and if this is your first time joining me, welcome. I apologize if it's a little noisy or windy, but that's just the nature of being outside. So, this reading is going to be for you if you feel like there's a new beginning that just arrived. And your past keeps pulling at you to try to keep you trapped. Whether that be mentally or in the physical world, whatever it is. It wants to be taken care of. We can literally hear a newborn baby crying in the background. It wants you to pay attention to it. It's crying out for you. So pay attention to your new beginning, because it requires a lot of care at this time. Once you've established, oh God, there was actually this really cool thing that someone told me today about having a new dog or something like that. It was a coworker of mine, and she said that when you have a new dog, and it's like a puppy. Oh, was it a coworker? No, it was actually my friend yesterday. She was saying when you have a new puppy, in the beginning it's really chaotic, or like a new animal. And then after a while, you kind of establish some sort of schedule. And I feel like that's you right now. You're not really sure what to do here. You've never been here. It's new territory. You're terrified, but you realize that this won't last forever. And you don't know what the future's going to look like. So before starting this reading, I actually channeled a few messages, and I wanted to kind of go through those. So I channeled this suggestion where if you're feeling the way that I'm describing, it might help to go into Mother Nature, anywhere where you think it's like a little more silent. It could even be your backyard. It could be, if you don't have a backyard, it could be a park. It could be anywhere. And you write down what it is that you're trying to bring in. And then you dig a hole in the ground and you bury it. And you're going to ask Mother Nature to help you bring it in. And to help keep you focused. And if you ever feel like you don't know what to do, she's going to help you. That spirit's going to help you. I also felt something about the Fae too, as I was starting to prepare for this reading, like get all dressed up and stuff. So maybe you're being called to work with the Fae right now too. There's a lot of like grounding energy that's kind of happening, or being called to be taken action on. Keep yourself in your body. I think that's also one of the big parts of it. So staying mindful, staying in your body. Today someone asked me how I deal with my anxiety, because I get really major anxiety some days, and the way that I deal with it is I stay mindful of the moment, the current moment. And sometimes what I do, if I'm feeling like super shaky, is like I'll drink a lot of water. And I'll just constantly drink water, and then I'll also slow down my movements. So you guys are definitely being called to slow down your movements. Really, you don't even have to write down all these things that you have to do and plan it out, because that's thinking too much. Don't think so much, just do. Kind of like when you have to like do like a deadlift or something, you know, I don't know if you guys do that, but there's this thing where it's like if you overthink it, sometimes you'll mess it up because you're overthinking it. And then you get two in your head and you just can't do it. It's about just doing the thing. So also part of that is because if you think too much of it, when you think too much about it, you kind of fall into this trap of your like past thoughts dictating your future thoughts or something that you want to happen. And the past you is not the person that you're trying to be. You're trying to be this future person. So the future person is like, you know, it's like yet to happen, right? So it's really important to just like do the thing. Anyway, there was something there about that. Auditing your life. So I got Marie Kondo here. So check in on the places where you feel like there's stagnant energy left over from like previous chapters, and ask yourself, does this need to be here? Does this person need to have as much of my attention as they used to? Does this job need me to have me putting in as much energy as I'm putting in? Or can I start stepping back in small ways? Do these old tasks that I'm kind of just doing now because people expect me to do them, do I need to be doing them? Or can I just ask someone to do them for me? Or for them to take over? Small things like that. I got a really cool manifestation channel. So I got this message that during the eclipse, I don't know if you guys were in the area where you could see the eclipse, but there was this intense shift that happened during that time. And I didn't know what it caused, but it felt really powerful. And one of the things that it actually changed was how quickly we can manifest. It changed how things manifest. It released the physical, like some of those physical blockages, because we're shifting into this new age where things are more of the mind, of the air. Aquarius is, that's an air sign, right? I'm pretty sure it's an air sign. Anyway, I need to do a little more studying on my signs. But it's more of this, of like that air element of like things being in the air, in the ether, where something that you think immediately happens because it solidifies itself in the ether. And then because of that belief, it just immediately happens. Whereas before, I remember watching an Abraham Hicks, not podcast, but she has like videos that she posts. They post, I'm not sure how to call them, but it was about manifestation, how there's like a time delay. Well, now that time delay doesn't exist. The time delay is much shorter. So I've been testing it out, and it seems as if it's about like 3 to 5 seconds at most. So give that a try. Some things might take a little longer. Today, funny enough, I actually manifested 2 things. I'm not sure what else there is there, but also, I got a really cool message from the Montauk project, so I wanted to go into that. And again, I'm being reminded to like slow down. So it's like slow down how quickly you want to manifest and really focus on like one thing at a time. Because you don't want to get messy with this. And the reason you don't want to get messy with it is because you want to keep in mind all the different steps when it comes to manifestation, and gratitude is one of those steps. And if you don't have gratitude, then it starts to kind of, like, you constantly have to build up more energy instead of taking yourself through that like wheel of like manifestation. I'm almost seeing like the wheel card, the Wheel of Fortune, where it's like you picture something, it happens, and then you have to take a period of time where you're like, wow, this actually happened, and then have gratitude as well, instead of just getting really arrogant about it. Okay, so this was the channel. Creation from the ether. And if you don't know, the Montauk project was a project that the US government did. It happened along the same timeline or time as, what was it? At the end of World War II, where they did like the nuclear bomb in Hiroshima. So this was the other project that they were choosing between. And it was called the Montauk Project. And what happened was they would try to make their ships invisible. So they'd put them in like a bottle, they called it. Bottle. And they tried to make the ship disappear. But in turn, they also took the ship and everybody that was on board. Yes, they did it with people. Crazy. And they caused them all to disappear from physical reality into like some sort of unknown, like, non-existence plane, and then it reappeared somewhere hundreds of miles away, and everyone on the ship either had gone insane or they died. Anyway, so that's a little backstory on this book if you want to check it out. Really cool. So, creation from the ether. Once they had the transmitter working, it took about another year to work out the computer programs, so the system would receive and transmit all psychoactive functions. By late 77, by the way, that number's been following me all day, so 77 could be a number for you. By late 77, the transmitter was reproducing thought forms without glitches and with a very high degree of fidelity. At this point, they pulled out all the stops. They had the psychic Duncan Cameron concentrate on a solid object, and guess what happened? The solid object actually precipitated out of the ether. In his mind, he would concentrate on a solid object, and it would appear somewhere on the base. Whatever Duncan would visualize, the transmitter would transmit, and the lattice, or matrix, for and build enough power to materialize whatever he was thinking of. Every single point to where he could witness to a particular spot on the base, at that spot an object would materialize. In other words, if he would hold an object in his hand and or visualize it, it would appear at the given spot. They actually had discovered pure creation out of thought with the use of a transmitter. So what this tells us is they've known about this for a really long time. And I feel like that ties into this like whole manifestation happening right now in like at a different rate. Anyway, that book is really trippy. It's making me just so confused about like reality and like what it really is. And like also what exists, like what's real, what's not. What is life? Anyway, okay, let's get some channeled messages here for you. Angels, spirits, and guides. Ooh, there was another one here. Maybe we'll talk about it now, I guess. So before I start doing the tarot reading, I also got a channel of someone is going to be coming in to do something really tacky because they're looking for attention from you. Maybe you've stopped paying as much attention. Maybe you've realized that certain things need you to pull away from them because your energy is precious. This could be a job, this could be a relationship, maybe a boss. But it's like I got a visual in my head of like, you know, those like ransom notes with cut out newspaper letters on them. I got that idea. So it's like whatever they're about to do or have done, whenever this fits in your timeline, because this is a general reading, is super tacky and kind of dark, because that refers to like, you know, it's supposed to be like a kidnapping note, like a ransom note. It's like, it's not gonna work, and it's just gonna look childish, and it proves more so, because it's physical, how tacky they are, or how distasteful it is, and like completely like out of touch they are of like the situation, or like something like that. Okay, let's get some more messages. Queen of Swords in reverse. Anything else? Angels, spirits, and guides. The Hierophant in reverse. So it's like they're avoiding some sort of like spiritual judgment, or like some sort of, it's like this absolute denial of the situation, as how I see it. Like, I completely see this as being someone who's like in complete denial of what's going on in their mind, in their life, around them, like whatever they did, like, nope, can't see it. I also get the visual of like, I'm seeing this horse here, the Knight of Cups, and I'm getting the visual of like blinders, and that's, I'm pretty sure that's so that a horse doesn't freak out. So maybe this person was born in the year of the horse. Yeah, this is the only one that was upright. High Priestess. So maybe you're super spiritual. Maybe you're kind of just like in flow right now, and this person is like the exact opposite. And it's really, they're just in denial. Any other messages here? Oh, there's so many noises. Knight of Wands in reverse. It's like no matter what this person does, like they can't get out of whatever they put themselves into. And it's like, it's some sort of like spiritual judgment. Maybe your boss or whoever this is, like they're just standing there in awe of who it is you've become and what it is that you're doing. You're also not being boastful, like you're being really quiet. Yeah, Page of Wands, like you're really quiet about what it is that you're creating, what it is that you're doing. You've completely retracted your energy from the situation, from maybe it is work, maybe it's, yeah, I'm definitely getting like, it's because you need this energy to go through a transformation. You can't be bothered. Like, you just can't be bothered. Fool in the reverse. You can't be bothered. Exactly. It's like you haven't got a care in the world. You literally, before, you cared so much. It was the exact opposite. And because you cared so much, it was blocking your abundance. It was blocking your abundance completely. But now you're getting ready for everything and more. Because you also have to put out all the stops to, like, putting out all the stops. I feel like maybe that's someone around you. They're really impressed with what you've done after. Ace of Swords. It's like this victory. Yeah, you won. You win. It's unanimous. The spirit realm, they're all voting for you. You know, they've put all their chips on you. Ooh, that was very heavy. That 10 of Swords flipped out with a bunch of cards behind it. And it felt very heavy. And it fell on the ground. It's like nothing that they can wish upon you, whoever this is, they obviously don't have good thoughts towards you. Because this is what they wish. They wish that you got death. That's happening to them. In, like, you know, whatever way that it might. I don't know. 10 of Pentacles. They wanted to take away all of your abundance, your happiness, your bliss, because they saw it coming. That's now happening to them. They wanted you to feel imbalanced. They wanted you to feel imbalanced. Now they're feeling imbalanced. 8 of Pentacles. They wanted to distract you away from your work. Now they're being distracted away from their work. The Sun. They wanted you to be unhappy. Now they're unhappy. There's heartbreak here. Because you've decided to go in the other direction. You've decided to choose yourself. And this breaks somebody's heart. This hurts someone really deeply that you would choose yourself. And I don't know why. Everyone should choose themselves. That's everybody's job, to choose themselves. Because when you choose yourself, you empower everybody around you. Page of Cups. There might be something that they're holding back. Some sort of message that they're holding back from you. Maybe they're holding back their thoughts that they really want to say towards you. But, like, maybe they can no longer come towards you with this, like, golden opportunity. Maybe they had something that they wanted to, like, share with you, but now they know that they can't because they just can't. They're blocked away from it. And now they feel like they're back to being a Page of Swords. Like, they've screwed themselves. Energetically, they've screwed themselves. Because now there's so much opposition. And for you, it's the exact opposite. Ace of Wands. Complete creative abundance. And in the background there, you can see a castle. So it's like you're building your wildest dreams. It's like it's built in the mountains. So it's like it's built from all of the struggles that you went through. You're using all the different things that you've gone through to create this new home, to create your new opportunities. You're self-made. And I think that it really bothers some people because they feel entitled. They feel like you're self-made, so I should get whatever you've got because, like, I'm poor. And it's like, okay, well, I was poor at some point too, and I had to go through that. And I had to become the King of Cups. This could also be someone with a really kind heart, a really genuine heart coming in with an emotional offer. I hear laughter behind me. I can hear that too. So I definitely feel like there's going to be some sort of celebration here. And I think there is some sort of communication here. Oh, also shells. It just reminds me, so this is a little shell at the bottom here. It reminds me of the fact that they used to use shells as currency back in the day. I think it was conch shells. Maybe it was something else, but this is like a golden, it's like it's worth more than gold to you. Whatever this new opportunity is that's coming in, and it can't be stolen. And that's the best part. And I think this person knows that they can't steal anywhere from you. And if they try, I don't even think they can. I don't even think they can try because they're so deep in the mud. And my throat just felt very sore for a moment, but like in a way there's like a blockage. So I think someone wants to block you from becoming this emperor, from fully stepping into this person that you know you are, or maybe it's because like this is who you were before you met them, or who you were before you went into this job, this whatever kind of relationship this is. So whatever this is, it's toxic. Like it's not good for you. Some people want to they want to romanticize things that are bad for you. But there's nothing romantic about sorrow. Sorrow is a part of life, but it shouldn't be something that you constantly try to seek. It's like you're no longer taking this. You're no longer taking this really sad offer. You're stepping into stability. Okay, so I'm also going to take some messages. Ooh, that is so weird. I wonder why that happens. That sound. I would love to know if someone in the comments could tell me why that happens. That like, ooh, whatever that was. Like, I know that sounded funny, but yeah, like whatever that sound is, like, if anyone could tell me, I would love to know. Anyway, okay. Angels, spirits, and guides. Do you have any messages here for us from the cards? And these, I think they're starting to shuffle a lot better. I think that they just had to kind of get worn in. I mean, as is the case with most cards, right? Ooh, graduated. Yes, you have graduated. Turning the page. Yes, and it's extremely rewarding. And I think it's very frightening for a lot of people. Because we've got 8, but to me that almost looks like the word fright. Because it came after dark feminine. So I think a lot of people right now are very scared of what it is your next steps are because you're not able to be controlled anymore. And they know that. Any other messages? I'm definitely getting like people watching you and trying to think about ways to like sabotage. Well, they can't do shit. So you leveled up. And you're really advising these people to wash their mouth out with soap. I'm getting like a parental vibe from that. Like, it's like, you know, when a kid swears. I don't even remember writing that one down. Wow. Trees. Again, like I get this like childish energy. So you're really nurturing your inner child right now, and you realize that in this creative space, you are your inner child. And because of that, you have to protect them, because they're really vulnerable and they need a protector. So you use your spirit team as a way to help guide you, to help guard you. Because like the way that kids draw trees is much different than an adult might try to draw trees, right? And it's not necessarily accurate, but it's imaginative. Just spirits and guides, any more messages? So I'm also looking up at the tree above me, and there's like rust. I don't know if that makes sense. I can't really explain it. I'd have to show you. Let's see if I can find a leaf on the ground. Let's see. Oh, here's one. So this tree gets like rust. See this orange spot? So that's like a type of like tree disease. And I think right now what you're doing is you're pruning off the little pieces that have this disease so that the energy can go back into like the rest of the tree, and you can grow it, and you can grow the fruits on it, and you can eat the fruits eventually. And I almost get like a speed up because of it. And it's because you're taking out these blockages that have been like cutting off energy towards this thing that you're really trying to bring in. I definitely feel like there's more here. There's absolutely more here. Let's see. Mark. But I was seeing Mars in my head, and my thumb was covering the K. You're traveling to do something really terrifying that's never been done before. I think you might be paving the way for a lot of people in the future. So you could be Aquarius, like a future thinker. Somewhere in your chart could be very heavy Aquarius. Maybe you currently work at an office, because I got office here. And you're going to be escaping the office to do something really beautiful. And this is coming in quick. So I got rapid, and the wind just started to pick up as I pulled that. Any other messages? I keep getting this energy that keeps trying to take you down a peg. So pray. They want to make you self-conscious. Because I'm getting crickets now. And it's making me self-conscious. That is so funny. Minimal underneath it. So everywhere. Okay, so I think what we're getting here from this is that whatever, I'm getting a specific message here. Okay, so if this doesn't resonate with you, that's okay. But I feel like some sort of energy, whatever was attached to whoever this person was, they've retracted their energy from this person, and it's now trying to show up as like everywhere, and it's like stalking you and trying to show up in different places and make you self-conscious through people that are in your proximity. If that resonates, then it resonates. I mean, even if these things try to do that, like, that's okay. Like, I mean, it's not okay, but you know, like, it's a whatever type thing. Anyway, I feel like there's nothing else that I can really channel here. So, because it's kind of starting to get quiet and really like stationary, if that makes sense in my head. Anyway, okay. Well, I had a great time doing this today, and I hope that this helped somebody. Sometimes when I do these, I'm not sure if they help anybody, but then sometimes I get like a really good response, and so I don't know if this helped. Let me know in the comments what you thought and how it connected to your life. If you like how I read, feel free to subscribe. I make jewelry as well. These are my pieces here. So this is a seraphim angel, and these are mine too. Anyway, okay. And I'm gonna be starting a TikTok here soon. So if you're into TikTok, I'll be linking that somewhere. Maybe not in the description just yet, but next video probably. All right, well, if this is where we part ways, I hope you have a fantastic life. And if I see you again, I'll see you again. Okay, love you guys.